What up, what up, what up, Unbreakable Kicks Army. Today, as far as sneakers, we literally had no release today. Now, the Air Jordan 5 Aquas are pushed back to February. I want to say February because when they first got pushed back, I believe that it said that those were pushed back all the way to April. But then I get on Sneakers app this morning when we was on Whatnot, and shout out to everybody who tuned in to the Whatnot live stream this morning as well. We had a good live stream. I did maybe like 13 pairs of Pandas, 14 pair of Pandas, retail. Y'all know how the retail is on Whatnot, man. You just gotta be quick. Like, this is not the last time that we're gonna be doing like the second chance on Whatnot Army. So again, make sure that y'all are following me. But we did the Pandas. I had a couple extra shoes up there that I wound up doing. A lot of clothing Army. So again, I appreciate y'all. Now, we'll be doing the Whatnot next week. I forget what day I put it at, but I will be doing the Whatnot next week. And that's pretty much my stuff. You know, it's not just Pandas for retail, but it's going to be like the Air Jordan 5 Burgundies I got over there. I got an Air Jordan 1 Patent Bread. I got a whole bunch of other stuff, Army. And that's what the Whatnot Live is going to be next week. So make sure y'all clicking the link in the description section below and bookmarking it. Back to the Air Jordan 5s. I looked on Sneakers app, and these are now dropping on February 4th. So for those who did want the Air Jordan 5 Aquas, y'all ain't gotta wait till April in order to get them. But back to the Air Jordan 1 year, the Rabbits, like, we knew for a while that those are gonna be limited. As far as like only 5,000 pairs were made for those. And I don't want to say that the Air Jordan 1 year, the Rabbit was literally on everybody's radar. Like, you may heard a little bit, you know, of people talking about them, but nobody was really checking for them. Like, when I look at the Air Jordan 1 year, the Rabbit, it's giving me Travis Scott vibe, and it's giving me them Air Jordan 1 low, Zion Williamson, the Voodoo joints. We know the Voodoo joints is busting. We know that the Air Jordan 1 Travis Scott lows, those are always busting too. But why did Jordan Brand only make the Air Jordan 1 low year, the Rabbit, exclusive to China? Again, 5,000 pairs, that's already slim. But generally, when Jordan Brand does a year of the Rabbit or a Chinese New Year or a 25 year in China, like, we still get a U.S. release date on Sneakers app, and literally saying that those joints probably didn't drop in any spot in the United States. If y'all know of any store in y'all city that dropped that Air Jordan 1 low year, the Rabbits, please let me know in the comment section below, because literally nobody know where those pairs were. I knew it had something to do with the Chinese New Year, but I did not know that Jordan Brand was only going to make those exclusive to China. But then again, there's only 5,000 pairs. I'm thinking that, you know, if we was to get them on Sneakers out, we probably would have got like 1,000 pairs and kept it moving. After I got off live, and then I thought, I'm just like, well, let me see what they going for. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they ain't going for much, you know, people might wind up popping up with them. But man, I get on StockX, bro, and them joints going $650. $650. Now look, y'all can spend y'all money on whatever shoe y'all want. Y'all know I spend bread on shoes, so like, I can never say, man, you spent too much on that shoe. But I honestly did not see that shoe being a $650 shoe. If you would have betted me any money, I would have said, it'd probably be, you know, kind of where the Zion's at, $275, you know, $350 shoe max, like size 11 and up. But if you notice that the bigger sizes are going more, now that's how it is universal. At one point in time, Army, I remember back in like 2016, 2017, probably all the way up until COVID, man, like, the small sizes in the Air Jordan 1s were so tough to get. Like, that 8 through 10 was always like $50 to $100 more than like 10 and a half and up. But that has changed. Now, the sucky thing is, like, if you are that 10 and a half and up, the shoe is going to cost more, because in China, they have more of the smaller sizes and less of the bigger sizes. And like over here, we got more of the bigger sizes and less of the smaller sizes. So if you really want those, you probably gonna have to pay a ticket. But you gotta be careful, because again, there's only 5,000 pairs made. If anything, because StockX is selling pairs 9 out of 10, most of that traction is coming from either China or Hong Kong. But here's the thing, the Army, if y'all were to buy the shoes, if anybody from the Army purchased a pair of the Air Jordan 1 year, the Rabbits, off of StockX, let me know where these are coming from, because we know that StockX got a hub in China. Like a lot of people be like, Break, I ordered these from StockX and I got my tracking, but it say it's coming from Hong Kong. I want to say StockX and GOAT got, you know, a warehouse or whatever overseas. So again, y'all let me know if those shoes are coming from over there, because if so, again, it makes sense because it is a China exclusive. But then again, I continue to ask, like the Air Jordan 12 Chinese New Year's and the Air Jordan 12 25 years in China, the Taxi Sketch. We were supposed to have got those last year, I want to say, but those haven't popped up either. I wonder if Jordan Brand is going to start making these Chinese New Year's and these 25-year in China shoes exclusive to China, because that's another shoe that we haven't heard much noise about. And also, Army just made me think again, like, what a freak happened to the Air Jordan 1 Travis Scott Frag Highs? Like, what be going on? Like, we never got a sneakers app drop for those. They only dropped on Travis Scott website. And again, I tell y'all, the day I watched wrestling and seen Roman Reigns in a pair of Travis Frag Highs, I'm like, bro, where the freak the shoes at? Like, where the shoes at, man? So I'm trying to think, like, is Jordan Brand trying to bring back the hype and the demand for the Retro 1? Because honestly, if we look at it, it's not a lot of Retro 1s dropping this year. But the Retro 1s that are dropping this year are bangers, man. I'm talking about the Travis Scott Low women's exclusive, the olive joints. Like, to me, that color blocking, that's the best Travis Scott Low that they've dropped. Them olives gonna be a problem, and what's gonna make them even more of a problem is that it's a women's exclusive. Now, we don't know if them joints are gonna go to extended sizes, but like even seeing like the preschool shoe, like the preschool shoe looks immaculate. So I'm already knowing that, you know, the women's 12, or hopefully they go up to like a women's 12 and have women's 13, you know, those are gonna be good too. Jordan Brand is ending off with a bang with these Travis Lows. To me, again, that is the best Travis Low, because you got a mixture of like the sail, the olive, and the black. It's like, them joints is nice. Those are really nice. And then, look, we got the Air Jordan 1 Year, the Rabbit. See how extreme these have gotten within the last 24 hours? Because I want to say at one point, I want to say they was going with like $200-300. Maybe. I ain't really checked the market like that, but a lot of people wasn't talking, so I'm thinking that, you know, those is going to be a sleeper shoe. Then you got the Air Jordan 1 Low Black Toes. Those gonna be crazy, man. Like, some of the Retro 1 Lows that Jordan Brand dropped last year were phenomenal. Like, the UNC Lows were great. Went crazy for the Zions last year. So, Jordan Brand is definitely bringing back the hype for the Jordan 1 Low. And on top of that, even just the Retro 1s from the pink women's exclusive that look like the Hyper Royals and the Turbo Greens. And then they got a black pair. A lot of people I posted on Twitter kind of going crazy for the Laney joints. Like, I'm not a fan of the Laney joints because it got that red and black tab on the tongue. But a lot of people was rocking with them online yesterday. Got the Air Jordan 1 Lucky Greens. The Celtics is doing phenomenal right now. It kind of give you that DMP vibe. Like, I feel like Jordan Brand is finally giving us worthy colors and not just dropping anything. I just felt like at one point they were literally just dropping anything. And even the Jordan 1 True Blues, like, that's not a bad shoe either. Like, it's not. And I'm just starting to think, like, the Retro 4s is at a point where it's going to do what it's going to do. But I think Jordan Brand is just kind of like revisiting the Retro 1s. Like, man, look, we're not going to drop as many of them. We're going to drop nice colorways that are not going to sit. It's like I feel like the Air Jordan 1 and the Air Jordan 11 are always kind of looked at as the same, you know, structure or on the same pedestal. Nike really don't want their #1 selling sneaker to be sitting. And last year, pretty much every Retro 1 set. So again, I think it's smart for Nike and Jordan Brand to revisit and be like, let's not put out 40 colorways like we did in, 2019 or 2018. Let's not put out 30 colorways like we did the year before. Let's give them like 12 good colorways, a couple good colorways in the lows, and let's just keep it moving, because the quicker them joints sell out, then people gonna want to wait for the next one. But if you got a wall full of Retro 1s, I mean, it's just like, I just double back and I just get them later on. Like, it's other stuff more important. To me, they trying to bring back the priority on Retro 1s. And again, I think they did a great job with the Air Jordan 1 True Blue. I just think that, and I've seen a lot of people adding the red laces in there, but to me, it should have had red inside the shoe. Something, the tongue, the tab on the tongue, the wing logo, something should have been red to really give it that true blue vibe, Army. So y'all let me know how y'all feel about the Air Jordan 1 low. Yeah, the rabbits literally being like a $650, $700 shoe. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about the Travis women's exclusive, the olive joints being the best colorway. I personally think it's the best colorway. And just Jordan Brand and Nike trying to bring back that love, that hype, that demand for the Air Jordan 1. Because 2023 is going to be phenomenal, y'all. I'm not going to buy everything that drop. I'm not going to keep everything that drop. But it's specific shoes. And if you watched my video yesterday, I gave y'all that list of shoes that I need. So make sure y'all check out the video that I did drop yesterday, Army. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Again, make sure y'all are bookmarking the next one. Now, live stream is a couple days before my birthday, so I really want to go ahead and have a good time for that, Army. And other than that, you got your boy Unbreakable. You got the Unbreakable vote. Unbreakable Army, stand strong like always. Most importantly, hug your loved ones and, of course, remain humble. And we out.
I hit Unbreakable for the Yeezys. He the plug, call him when I need him. These old tough, but he get him easy. Yours old, him first season. The most beefy, looking like two laps. Two less, cause your ass taking nail.